Hey everyone, welcome to Toy Brief. I'm Ayleen.
I'm George.
And I'm LindaPanda.
Welcome!
Thank you, I'm so excited.
So what we have today is like extra special because it's not necessarily a toy, but what's very interesting is that what you're doing, who knows, maybe it could lead to a toy.
Maybe.
And you make toys.
And I make toys
And
for a
she makes
living.
toys.
Yeah.
What do you do?
So professionally, I work at Spin Master, and I'm a toy designer. And I work in the girls department, and I've done lots of fun projects like Pop-On Pals in preschool. And then I worked on Zoobles, which were cute little transforming characters in the small dolls aisle. And then I just recently finished working on Kawaii Crush, and that's on shelf right now. It's one of my favorite brands. So yeah, that's kind of what I do professionally.
Toys.
Toys.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
But that's not all you do.
No.
You have so many other things that you do, including
My
your
artwork.
2D, your artwork.
Yeah, so when I go home after a long days of work, I just love to draw, and I love to think about new characters that are just my own and not necessarily like something that I designed professionally for a company. And it's just something that brings me a lot of joy. It's a great pastime, and it's something that is just a lot of fun.
If only there was a way people could see what you've been creating.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so right now I am very active on Instagram. I started posting a bunch of my daily sketches like about a year ago, and I just continue to post a drawing each day. So I have 365 drawings, and I wanted to compile all of that into a book. So I have an art book, and it's right now being, it's a part of a Kickstarter campaign. Yeah. So I'm trying to get it funded, and you can check it out at Kickstarter.com under LindaPanda, and it's called LindaPanda's #daily sketches. And yeah, I also have a website. It's LindaPanda.com, so you can check it out and just see like a quick snippet of like some of the artwork that I have, and yeah.
Is there a link to your Kickstarter on your website?
There should be, yeah.
There will be.
Yeah, if there isn't, there should be. I know I filled in the prompt that asked for your website, so it should be there.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent.
What made you start the 365 sketch thing? Like, how did you come up with that? Or
Yeah, well, I think I was just going through a time in my life where I wasn't motivated. I was really down, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, I need to get out of this funk. And I was like, I'll just do a drawing a day. Like, it's gonna be fun, and if it doesn't look good, it's fine. If it looks great, that's even better. So I just started doing that, and I think it literally happened the day I watched Man of Steel.
Oh.
Like, in theaters. Nate and I watched it, like, at midnight, where I was, like, blown away. Like, I love the movie, and then Feora was, like, a super cool character in that movie. Like, she was, like, a badass, like, female, villain. So I drew her, and then I was, like, and then I just continued, and then from then on, it just became, like, a big passion project. And I think, like, what really helped was, like, on Instagram, like, I kept doing it, I kept posting it, and I built, like, a really awesome fan base. And, like, people were leaving nothing but great comments, and, like, more and more people were starting to follow me, and it was just really supportive. And so I just wanted to continue, and then I finished, and I was like, let's just put a book together.
And you, I have to say, are the queen of hashtags.
Oh.
But that's important because that's part of how you built your community.
For sure, yeah.
Followers. And yes, it's kind of funny when you look at it and you're like, wow, there's 53 hashtags.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's something. But, you know, there's a bunch.
Yeah.
But it's also how you spread the word
It is.
about your work. And you're like, hey, people, do you like farting pandas? Come
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah.
now,
That's what I got.
speaking of that farting panda,
Yeah.
did you have that character before you started 365?
No, actually, and that's kind of one of the beautiful things about this whole project is, like, I love pandas, and for me, it's, like, just really hard to draw a panda and
Actually, I should be holding up
be
the panda.
really happy with that design. Like, I have to continuously look at it and, like, do I really like it? It's not good enough. No, it's not cute enough. So I kept drawing pandas, and, like, slowly, as I kept doing my daily doodles, I started to find that panda design that I really liked, that really spoke to, like, how I think a panda should look in my head.
Right.
So that's kind of like one of
These are so awesome.
the later drawings that is on this brown book, if you wanted to show
Yeah.
that one. Yeah. So this one kind of shows on the bottom page. Yeah.
Which
this
one do you like?
Yeah,
This
this
one?
one.
Okay.
This one kind of shows like what my character panda looks like. That scene actually shows Nate Panda, which is the guy with the little beard. He's throwing me a frisbee, and I'm just struggling to catch it because I'm just not very
You're short.
physically, you know,
I thought it was because you were short.
superior. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also very short. Yeah. That's just me panicking and trying to catch that little frisbee. But yeah, I mean, Instagram, this 365 daily sketch was partly like a visual diary that I was drawing what was going on in my life, drawing what I was doing that day, and it was a way that I could share with my friends and family like what I did that day in a funny way. So that's kind of
As a
what it
panda.
seems. Yeah, as a panda. And Nate makes a bunch of appearances as a panda. With a
I like
beard.
when he's a sick panda.
Yeah.
I
The
like-
sick ones were actually really...
They're kind of funny.
They're funny, yeah. And, like, I know there's a drawing which we can show later where, like, both he and I got sick one time. We were miserable and we were just laying in bed all day. And I drew both of us as pandas laying under the covers, both farting. And then the farts were like...
Now, that's another thing that you have on a lot of these drawings.
Yeah.
They have little fart clouds.
They have little fart clouds, yeah.
What's the fascination with farts?
I just think they're really funny.
Now, I do like, one of the things about the little fart clouds that I like is
Yeah.
that, like, Nate's fart has a beard.
Yeah.
So it's a bearded fart.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
Does the main character have a name? Is it LindaPanda, or is that...
I have to continue working on that. Like right now, it's funny because I feel like I'm drawing myself, but I draw it as a boy, which is weird.
Huh.
Like when I talk about that panda, I call it a he. So I still have to flush that out. Right now, it's just a happy tootin' panda.
Happy Tootin'
Happy
Panda.
Tootin' Panda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
Hashtag. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. So what can people find on your Kickstarter?
So right now on Kickstarter, there's tons of pledge levels. It starts at $15 where you get a digital copy of the book. And then at $25, you get the actual hard copy of the book, but not to confuse, it's a softcover print. And there's 125 pages, 365 sketches in there, jam-packed. And you also get the digital copy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And the book is a square because Instagram is square.
Yeah, it measures 8 by
that's
8.
funny.
Yeah. And then a lot of the images inside the book are square. So it kind of just
Right.
shows like what the piece, the composition was. At $50, you get a book and the digital copy and the mini Tendo figure that I worked on with Nate Mitchell, which is my fiance. But it's the Super Panda
Full
Cubs
disclosure.
edition. Yes, full disclosure.
Hashtag full disclosure.
He's mine. So yeah, you get the figure from So Analog, and you also get the little mini art print of the Super Panda Cubs.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, for $50. And then at $75, you get the book, the digital copy, and I will do an original sketch.
Whoa.
And it's not a commission. I'm just going to draw something and then send it to you, so it's a surprise. Out of $100, you can choose. I put up 10 original pieces that are in the book. So actually, this is
So
one
like
of them.
one of these.
Yeah, this particular one is actually in the book, and you could try to get this, but actually this one already sold, so this one's no longer available.
Just kidding, you can't.
But
get
other
that
ones
one.
like
But other
this,
ones like this
from your actual
yeah,
sketchbook. will
from my
be-
actual are
which,
available.
so some of them are even bigger than obviously bigger than 8 by 8
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, so
Cool.
the size varies, and it's super rare because you actually get to own an original piece that's from the book. At 100, what was the next
Well,
one?
they could go check
They
it
could
Yeah,
go
you can go
look.
check it
You
out.
know,
There's lots of cool
But there's
stuff.
a lot of stuff. So you could get originals, you could get a brand new sketch that's not even in the book.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, one of the last things that's like one of the really cool pledge levels is where I do a original paper cut piece. And it's like 9 by 9, and there's dimension, there's like really cool papers that are being used to create my original panda character in like a paper cut piece in form. So that's a really cool pledge, I think.
That's super cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun for me to make a bunch of those too.
It's like 2D, 3D.
Yeah. it's a mashup.
2.5D.
Yeah.
2.5.
Oh.
I like it, Ayleen.
Yeah.
Good idea. So people can go check out your Kickstarter. When is the end date on that?
The end date is August 16th, I think. Yeah, August 16th.
Okay, so
yeah.
So if
got
you're
a little-
watching this video after that, just go to lindapanda.com
And where
Yeah.
else can people find you?
and find it.
Yeah. Oh, Instagram
And Instagram
at LindaPanda. And yeah.
Fantastic. And maybe at some conventions?
Oh yeah. So I will be at Comic-Con, which will be next week, right?
It's happening right
It's
now.
happening. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's happening right now.
We're at Comic-Con filming this.
Yeah.
We transported the studio to Comic-Con.
Yeah. Magic. Ba-ding! Magic. So yeah, I'll be at Comic-Con. I'll be at the Squid Kids Inc. booth with Nate Mitchell. I believe his booth number is 5150, but I'm not sure.
It is.
Sorry.
5150.
That sounds right.
Nice. Yeah. Good job.
Because that's a cool number to say.
It is. Yeah. 5150. Yeah.
And after that, I know you're definitely going to be at DesignerCon.
Yeah, I'm so excited. It's my favorite convention. Like seriously, it really is. I
Aw.
love that convention. I'll have my own booth there, so I'm really, really excited. It's gonna be my first time displaying at a booth.
Fantastic. So I'm
Yeah.
excited that you're going to be doing it at DCon.
Yeah.
So that'll be in November. And of course, check out your stuff on LindaPanda.
Yeah.
And you've got so much amazing stuff going on. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Oh, thank you for
And you
having
guys
me.
go check it out on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Original art. You could has it.
Has it? I have cheeseburger. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you. And we will see you guys next week. And if you're at the con, come say hi. Bye.
Bye.